9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight's headlines, we have the Egyptian Armed Forces celebrate their 47th anniversary at Camp Sheikh Osman. For the international scene, Egypt and Cyprus call for a ceasefire. Welcome to our newsroom. The aberrant ranking of the Port of Djibouti in the World Bank's Containers Port Performance Index 2023 Djibouti June 6, 2024. It is with deep dismay that the government of the Republic of Djibouti has learned of the Container Port Performance Index 2023 report published by the World Bank in collaboration with the Standard & Poor's Global Market Intelligence. This ranking, which places the Port of Djibouti in 379th place worldwide, a staggering drop of more than 300 places compared with 2022, is not only absurd but also insulting to the considerable effort made by the Djibouti authorities to develop and modernize their port infrastructure. An opaque methodology and questionable result. This spectacular fall in the rankings defies all logic. In no way correspond to the reality on the ground. In fact, the Port of Djibouti (SGTD) enjoyed a banner years in 2023, marked by ongoing investment in facilities and productivity, as well as the development of new activities such as transshipment, the acquisitions of a latest generation gantry cranes for larger capacity vastly testifies to SGTD's commitment to offering state-of-the-art services to its international clientele. Furthermore, it is mind-boggling that the World Bank report miraculously moves the Port of Djibouti to a West Central and South Asia regions encompassing an area for Saudi Arabia to Bangladesh. This gross geographical error casts doubt on the credibility of the entire studies and raises questions about the methodology employed, a lack of respect for Djibouti's effort, and a break on cooperation. The aberrant ranking of the Port of Djibouti in the CPPI 2023 does unjustifiable damage to the reputations of our country and its port infrastructure, and is all the more regrettable in international context marked by complex tensions affecting the operating conditions of ports. Faced with this unacceptable situation, the Republic of Djibouti demands a clear and detailed explanation from the World Bank of the factors that led to this erroneous ranking. We also call for an immediate revision of this report to accurately reflect the real performance of the Port of Djibouti and to do justice to the considerable efforts made by the Djibouti authorities to develop a first-class logistic hub. The government of the Republic of Djibouti reaffirms its determination to pursue its policy of ambitious development of the port sector with a view to reinforcing Djibouti's strategic positions as a key maritime hub serving international trade. We hope that the World Bank will demonstrate transparency and rigorous in its future analysis in order to promote a constructive and mutually beneficial collaboration. The chairman of the Port and Free Zone Authority, Abubakar Omar Haddi, has noted with deep indignation the latest finding published in the World Bank's Containers Performance Report, which ranks the Port of Djibouti in 379th place, a drastic and unjustified drop from our previous rankings of 26. We express our strong disapproval of this report, which we believe grossly misrepresents the true state of our facilities and the quality of the services we provide. What it is even more shocking is that our port was neither rankings none represented in the rankings for the sub-Saharan African region, despite having been recognized as the leading port in this region for the past 3 years by the World Bank. The omission is both perplexing and unacceptable. Our ports are recognized leaders in maritime logistics, known for their efficiency and strategic importance to international trade, particularly in connecting Africa to global markets. This reputation has been solidified through consistent performance and significant investment in infrastructure and technology, such as our advanced maritime single window systems that facilitate smooth trade operations. The World Bank rankings misrepresent Djibouti's well-established performance in maritime transport and port services. We believe that this ranking may be due to this discrepancy in data collections or misunderstandings of our current operating context. The Djibouti Ports and Free Zone authorities would like to make it clear that there has been no declines in the quality or efficiency of our services. In fact, our performance indicators have steadily improved, as demonstrated by following key productivity at the Djibouti container port in 120 movement per hour. Ship call statistics show significant growth, with the 422 ships reaching an average of 1,767 movement per ship in 2022, rising to 556 ships with 2,124 movement per ship in 2023, reflecting an increase of 31.75%, an increase in volumes of 42% of 813K TEUs compared with the previous years of the 2022 track turnaround times in 2023 average just 70 minutes. In addition, Djibouti has received numerous international awards and continually positive feedback from our global shipping partners. In light of these issues, we are conducting a thorough review of the methodology and data used by the World Bank in their assessment. We will engage in direct dialogue with the World Bank to address this discrepancy and ensures a more accurate representation of our port's performance. The 47th anniversary of the creation of the Djiboutian Army was celebrated with great fervor this morning, marking a moment of recognition and respect for the country's armed forces. At dawn, the country's top dignitaries took their places at the ceremony site, marking the start of the festivities. Among the personalities present were the entire Djiboutian government, senior civil authorities, commanders of the country's defense and security forces, officers of the Djiboutian Army, foreign representations accredited to Djibouti, and 3 military delegations from Morocco, Ethiopia, Somalia, expressly invited by the Chief of the Armed Forces, General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim. The inspections of the troops, the first solemn act of the day, was carried out by the Minister of Justice, Ali Hassan Bahdoun, acting Prime Minister, the Minister of Defense in charge of relations with Parliament, Hassan Omar Mohammed Burhan, and the Chief of the Armed Forces, General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim. The weapon ceremony, which was attended by various units of the defense and security forces, was impeccably formed this year. For the first time, the Rapid Interventions Battalions and the Para-Commando Unit took part in the inspection. The Minister of Justice and the acting Prime Minister and the Minister of Defense and the Chief of the Staff reviewed the troops, carefully observing the new unit and their equipment.
abaabulihii guushi ambaqaadki noloshiyo eebadii dagaalkiyo indhihiina tagay ma og tahay askariyo
Dispositif de prise d'armes, composé de forces de défense et de sécurité, rassemblés pour la cérémonie commémorant le 47e anniversaire de notre création de corps armés djiboutiens. Colonel Wadi Moussa, commandant de troupes, avant du terrorisme.
askariyo inaad tahay taalkii gobaanimada ugubiyo calankiyo arladu kiyay yirkanayeen moogtahay askariyo inaad tahay taalkii gobaanimada ugubiyo calankiyo arladu kiyay yirkanayeen ina tahay awoodii lagu aarsanayay ma og tahay askariyo ina tahay awoodii lagu aarsanayay ma og tahay askariyo asaaskii nabadiyo abaabulihi guushi ambaqaadki noloshiyo eebadii dagaalkiyo indhihiina tahay ma og tahay askariyo asaaskii nabadiyo abaabulihi guushi ambaqaadki noloshiyo eebadii dagaalkiyo indhihiina tahay ma og tahay askariyo
After the inspection, Colonel Mohammed Khayad Nadji took the floor to read out the agenda of the Chief of the Armed Forces, General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim. He said, "It is with great pride and respect that we celebrate today the 47th anniversary of the creation of the Djiboutian Army. On this solemn occasion, allow me to address a few words of gratitude and hope. First of all, I would like to express our gratitude to Allah the Almighty for the peace and stability enjoyed by our beloved country. On this memorable day, we pay tribute to the martyrs who gave their lives on the fire of honor. I pray to Allah to shower His mercy on these valiant soldiers who have given so much of their lives for the security and peace of our nation. And at these times, my thoughts also turn to our suffering Palestinian brothers and sisters in Gaza. May they find peace and justice in a world where solidarity and compassion are more necessary than ever. On this memorable occasion, our thoughts turn to our Army's commitment to the quest for peace. For over a decade, our armed forces have been a pillar of stability in Somalia, demonstrating our determination to support our neighbors and promote regional security. I would like to recall that the Djiboutian Army has successfully deployed 11 battalions as part of this peacekeeping mission since 2012, totaling some 11,000 military personnel engaged. In addition, we have mobilized substantial human and material resources to support this mission in accordance with the United Nations Resolution 2270 and 2268. In line with the Somalia transition plan, the Djiboutian contingent, after 12 years of participation in this mission, is being downsized in line with other troop contributing country. This reduction, which is divided into 4 phases, will reach its third phase in June 2024 and its final phase in December 2024, with, of course, the complete transfer of responsibility for security to the Somali forces. In terms of international cooperation, our country has always stood out for its determination to progress and assume a key role in the history of our region under the wise leadership of the Supreme Commanders of the Armed Forces. We have shaped a foreign policy that has enabled Djibouti to establish its legitimacy and make its voice heard in the concert of nations. This evolution has not been limited to our civilian diplomacy, but also been reflected in our military diplomacy. We have made far-reaching changes reflecting a positive and relevant evolution in step with our times. These changes are the result of clear instructions to strengthen our military cooperation. It is crucial to remember that we are all a part of the army, that original Republicans honored institutions, the eldest of our all institutions, born long before the country's gained independence. Our army has always demonstrated an exceptional capacity for actions, whether in managing and resolving any type of conflict, whether high on low intensity energy actions we take determines who were and who will be. It is time to go down in history and leave our markers, because no one is eternal. Together, let us write a new chapter in our history, one in which the bravery, honor, and dedications of the Djiboutian army will shine forth for generations to come. Finally, I assure you of my unfailing support, and the Chief of the Armed Forces. I am committed to ensuring that you have the resources and support of the army, so that remains a formidable, respected forces. Long life the Djiboutian people, long life the Republic of Djibouti. The officials then visited the grave of the late Hassan Guled Abtidoun, the father of the nations, for a ceremony, remembrance, and meditation. An atmosphere of respect and solemnity pervaded the occasion, where prayers and dua were recited in the honor of the man who played a crucial role in the Djibouti's independence.
جميع أموات المسلمين اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وعافه واعف عنه وأكرم نزله ووسع مدخله واغسله بالماء والثلج والبرد ونقه من الذنوب والخطايا كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس. اللهم وأبدل دارا خيرا من داره وأهلا خيرا من أهله وزوجا خيرا من زوجه وأدخله الجنة وأعذه من عذاب القبر ومن فتنة النار. اللهم لا تحرمنا أجره ولا تفتنا بعده واغفر اللهم لنا وله ولجميع أموات المسلمين. اللهم وأدخله الجنة دار السلام. الفاتحة له.
The highlight of the ceremony was the Grand Military Parade, which began with a dazzling performance by the national band. The troop in tight formations marched through the ceremony square to the cheers of the crowd and the dignitaries present. After the military parade, the crowd has delighted by a singing parade. The patriotic military songs created a vibrant atmosphere, voice, noise, proudly carrying the words that echoed through the space. It was a moment of celebration and unity where music transcended borders and brought hearts together.
Actuellement, vous assistez au passage du régiment d'action rapide avec la marche numéro 2 également.
After the parade, the VIPs made their way to the Martyr Monument for a wreath-laying ceremony. This solemn act paid tribute to the Djibouti's fallen soldiers, a poignant reminder for the sacrifices required to ensure the security and peace of the country and the region.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ولا تحسبن الذين قتلوا في سبيل الله أمواتا بل أحياء عند ربهم يرزقون فرحين بما آتاهم الله من فضله ويستبشرون بالذين لم يلحقوا بهم من خلفهم ألا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون صدق الله العظيم. اللهم اغفر لشهدائنا وشهداء المسلمين، اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم وعافهم واعف عنهم وأكرم نزلهم ووسع مدخلهم واغسلهم بالماء والثلج والبرد ونقهم من الذنوب والخطايا كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس. اللهم وأبدل دارا خيرا من دارهم وأهلا خيرا من أهلهم وزوجا خيرا من زوجهم وأدخلهم الجنة وأعذهم من عذاب القبر ومن فتنة النار يا رب العالمين. الفاتحة لهم.
The ceremony concluded with the refreshments, an opportunity for participants to meet up in a convivial atmosphere and celebrate together. As part of the French Development Agency's 50th anniversary celebration, is a country day dedicated to Djibouti was organized, highlighting joint efforts to strengthen ties between the two entities. The Minister of Economy and Finance in charge of industry, Ilyas Moussa Dawale, took the opportunity to discuss with the IFD CEO, Rémi Rioux, the ways and means of consolidating this fruitful collaboration. In a warm exchange, the Minister Dawale expressed his satisfaction with the quality of the existing partnership between Djibouti and IFD. He stressed the importance of diversifying Djibouti's economy beyond its traditional sector, such as ports and military bases. He expressed the hope that AFD would step up its financing to support this ambitious diversification program. For his part, IFD's chief executive officer affirmed his institution's commitment to fully supporting Djibouti in its development program. He emphasized that Djibouti plays a crucial role in regional stability and the promotion of peace, making it a strategic partner for IFD. This meeting therefore marks a significant step in the strengthening of relations between Djibouti and IFD, paving the way for closer cooperation to stimulate economic growth and promote sustainable development in the region. Heading for Brussels, this time the Djibouti Ministers of Economy and Finance, Ilyas Moussa Dawale, held fruitful discussions with the European Commissioner for International Partnership, Jutta Urpilainen. At the heart of their discussions were regional and international geopolitical and economic issues, as well as the growing cooperation between Djibouti and the European Union. Both parties expressed their shared desire to further strengthen their partnership, underlining the importance of this collaboration for both regions. Mr. Pilainen praised the Djiboutian government for its support in facilitating joint operations. The Minister Dawale, for his part, praised the excellence of cooperation with the EU. A range of topics were discussed, including project financed under the Horn of Africa's initiative, as well as efforts to facilitate trade and promote the private sector, notably through cross-border projects such as Borderlands. Particular attention was paid to projects aimed at improving regional connectivity, notably through the development of road corridors. The meeting reaffirmed the strength of the partnership between the European Union and Djibouti, highlighting the implementations of several priority projects under the EU's Global Gateway initiative. This rapprochement testifies the commitment of both parties to work together for the sustainable development and prosperity of the region. The Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mustafa Mohamed Mahmoud, accompanied by the Secretary General of the MENFOP, took part in the work of the Board of the Director of the Global Partnership for Education, GPE, taking place in Berlin, Germany from June 4 to 7, 2024. Djibouti became a member of the Board of Directors this year, 2024, for a 3-year term alongside Chad, to represent all French-speaking African countries, having contributed to the GPE's various technical commitment since 2016. The Minister of National Education and Vocational Training made a substantial contribution to the board's discussions and reflections focused on validating the allocations of funding to different countries. They also covered the definitions of the GPE's new financing strategy and the GPE's orientations for the period 2025-2030. Minister Mustafa Mohamed Mahmoud shared with the board members who had come from all over the world Djibouti's education policy defined by the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, at the results achieved by the Citizens School setup. He also informed the boards of the transformations of the education system underway in Djibouti, in particular the experimentation of the integrated rural school concept. The GPA Board of Directors is the highest governing bodies of the Global Partnership for Education. Under the chairmanship of the Minister of Social Affairs Solidarity, a landmark ceremony was held today at the headquarters of the Union of the Djiboutian Union UNFD, dedicated to promoting economic activities and handing over a startup fund to Syrian cooperative. The event is a part of the Solutions Perenn project, a joint initiative of the Ministry of Social Affairs and Solidarity and the World Food Programs aimed at providing sustainable support to vulnerable households. At the ceremony, 50 young women from families receiving cash transfer were honored. These young people who had completed a 3-year saving training course run to UNFD received saving machines to start up their income generating activities to strengthen their economic capacities. This cooperative received a startup fund of $15,000 to help them enter the job market and contribute to the local economy. The ceremony highlighted the positive impact of the concerted efforts on the lives of Djiboutian women and young people, illustrating the success of mass solidarity and economic development. For her part, the Minister of Solidarity and Social Affairs Solidarity, Loufa Ismail Abdou, underlined the importance of this project for the economic and social development of vulnerable households. She also reaffirmed the commitment of MASA to continue its efforts in collaborating with partners such as UNFD to offer sustainable and empowering solutions. The Minister for Women and Family organized a crucial workshop focusing on the project to support civil society involvement in the local development process. This significant event brought together various key partners, including USAID and UNFPA, testifying to the importance of international collaboration in promoting local initiatives. The project is designed to strengthen the involvement of civil society organizations, aims primarily to prevent and mitigate gender-based violence and female genital mutilations. During the workshop, participants discussed strategies for integrating civil society actions more effectively into local development plans. They also explored the innovative approaches to raising community awareness and promoting positive behavioral change. Discussions highlighted current challenges but also highlighted the success of ongoing initiatives. The workshop was part of a series of actions undertaken by the Ministry to create an environment conducive to local development and gender-based violence, these ambitious goals. For the international scene, the Egyptian Foreign Minister received his Cypriot counterpart in Cairo this week at the joint press conference. Samih Shukri and Konstantinos Kombo simply called for a halt to hostility. The two diplomats criticized the situation, which is getting even more bogged down. So with the ruin of the American floating dock that was supposed to bring humanitarian aid to Gaza, Egypt denounces the attack on Rafah. The fighting and Israeli restrictions on humanitarian aid shipments through borders crossing are exposing almost all of Gaza's 2.3 million inhabitants to certain and severe famine. According to the humanitarian agencies, more than 36,000 Palestinians have been killed since then, many of them women and children. And this is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.